The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Keith in Philadelphia. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, a couple things, Tom. Number one, I started listening to you in 2001 and never stopped. Yep, and I owe you a lot, my family as well. Okay, this is the first time I'm calling.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. And, of course, let's make it a great night. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but your own. Yeah, that one's a wild one, no doubt about it. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 13, S&P's up 8, gold, NASDAQ up 8 rather, S&P's up 2.5, gold contract up $10.70, trading at $1,642 an ounce. Silver up 14 cents at $29.95 an ounce. Platinum up $27 at $1,492 an ounce. Copper up 3.5 pennies at $3.55 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1.19, traded down at $101.05 a barrel. Bonds up 1.3 ticks at 143.30. King dollar up 47 ticks, trading out at 81.58. That's up there with no juice, by the way, folks. Euro down 71 ticks at 127.07, and the yen is up 7 ticks at 76.92. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have out here? This is what we have, folks. S&P's out here today. You get a sideways move, no juice behind it. You know, we get down to a price point of $12.85. What that was doing, and this is wild how this is shaking out. There's no two ways about it. So what you had yesterday is this. Well, first off, we got to go back to October 27th. October 27th, what ends up happening? That's your high volume day, 1292.66. It wants to get into it. It got into it. Didn't have enough juice as it's into it, okay? That's your first part. Second part comes down like this. We go up, we tag it yesterday. We tag it yesterday with 800 million versus 1.4 billion. You get a failure. Now, the Dow's already over it. The Dow wants to climb up into those July highs. Deviance, yes. The S&P, I suspect, it wants to bang into this baby again. What it's waiting for, folks, is this. It's waiting for the NASDAQ composite. It's waiting for the Russell 2000 to all test, all be in harmony, and all basically have failures. That's the take on it. The shots are not on yet, but the shots are going to be on. And boy, they're going to be shots. Bottom line, what do we do today? 752 million. And because it's a sideways move, you can almost say that it's backing into. See, we got to 1285. The high of the third was 1284. Bottom line, this wants to make another acceleration on the way up. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What the Dow has done is this: sideways move out here today. We went to 12,399. You're at 12,449. The Dow wants to get into this, 12,006 to 12,700. It's a big number. NASDAQ composite. What do we have with the composite? We're at 2710. The high of October 27th out there is 2753. It wants to run into that 2753. The small caps. We use the Russell 2000. We take a look at the Russell 2000. What do you have with the Russell 2000? Right now, we're at 767. The high out there is 769.46. We're getting up there little by little. Now, what do we have? What else do we have out here? Okay, so let's go to King Dollar. Because King Dollar is the name of the game. What's really wild here is that, folks, King Dollar is the one that's basically really also keeping me straight in a big way, meaning not putting on the shots. Because what you have here is this. King Dollar made the first run topside. No doubt wants to go trade into 85, wants to trade into 89, which is going to smoke the market. Bottom line, though, is that you made the first move topside. What King Dollar is doing out here today, try to get into the high again. See, that the high that was out there, the spike high on the 9th, couldn't handle it. You know, we had 16,000 contracts. You need about 35,000 contracts up here. You know, what we did today is 19,000. It doesn't happen. You know, you can spike it again, but you're going to be right back underneath it. And the more you spike it, by the way, and if the volume dies again, then the bigger the correction you'll have inside the dollar contract, right? Index. Right now, I suspect we're just going to get down to about the 79 to 78 area. We go over to bonds. We take a look at bonds. Now, bonds are the same setup. And what I mean specifically is that deviance. Bonds went topside today, 291,000 contracts. That's not even close either. Bonds need about 435,000 contracts as they get into this 145 area. So it's going to be just wild watching this whole thing shake and bake. Gold. We go over to the gold contract. That's still trouble in paradise. We have out here with gold did 128,000 contracts. That's going into 285,000 contracts. Bottom line, you know, the 1560, 1532, that wants to get tested and is very well maybe an ABC structure on the way down. When you go look at the GLD is screaming that it is an ABC structure on the way down. The GLD has been coming into your downdrafts with 8 and 7 million versus 50 million. That's a big problem, huge problem. Let's go to Bill in Colorado. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
It's been snowing out here, so that's good.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's white gold, brother, right?
Yeah, I got about 4 inches down there in Littleton, so
cool, man.
It's looking good, you know.
That's awesome.
Hey, BAA, we had really good volume on an update today.
Yep.
And I was checking back 6 months, and it's better volume than anywhere at this price range.
Sure. Do you own this right now?
Yeah, I got it.
Good for you. Okay, let's take a look at it. BAA, folks, is a gold stock that does business in the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa. The low is 245. The high is 527. Okay, so when you take a look at this, now, this is something to understand about, number one, where they do business. Where they do business, folks, probably has about the most amount of gold. Let's put it this way. The most amount of gold that you can recover at very good prices, not in the whole world, but just about. Now, the politics, you know, you have some risk there, okay? Right. But the bottom line is that, you know, when I say political risk, you know, the stability right now is great. There's not a problem, you know, but that's something you always have to watch out for. Exactly. This little baby does want to get up to the 537 level, and if you get volume, you're going to have a very big acceleration up. You know, right. I like this equity, number one. I like the equities that are actually trading in the Congo. You know, I got quite an education. In fact, if you look at if you go to I believe I have this interview up. I interviewed, maybe I don't have it up. If I don't have it up, I got to get it up. I interviewed Mark Bristow from Rango Resources at the last Hot Asset Show, and I was asking him quite a bit about, you know, doing business down there. And, you know, he was explaining that the bottom line is that, the reason that there was less people in there is, of course, you know, they were having a civil war forever. But he went in there, the stock you just had me bring up went in there, and the minerals in there are dramatic. No doubt about it. Because people, that's not a place that has been mined. That's the bottom line. So,
right.
Cooking, brother.
You think there's enough strength in the gold market to continue this higher to the 530 area then, huh?
You know, what you're going to have here is this. I don't think there's strength in the gold market at all. And there isn't, okay?
No.
But what you are going to have is that when there's divergence, well, that wouldn't be divergence. The bottom line is that if you're getting gold out of the ground and your equity has not been fairly valued, which in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, people are worried about it, well, you start getting, finding real good finds, and, gold could get down $200 and that stock could go up.
Very good. Okay, thank you, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Excuse me. Let's go to Todd in Denver. Hey, Todd, what's going on?
Not much, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Oh, beautiful day.
White gold is in Colorado, huh? It's a beautiful thing.
It really is. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, totally. What are we going to look at today?
Well, I have a friend who seems to be trading in and out of UQM, and there's not a lot of shares who trade in that stock every day, but I was just wondering, is there an entry point for this one, or is this one maybe to stay away from?
UQM. This sounds like a pump and dump from Longmont, Colorado. So let's take a look at it, and I bet it is. Okay, who knows? Let's see. It's UQM. Okay, they develop, manufacture electronic motors and generators, power electronics. The low is $1.28. The high is $3.83. They lose 21 cents. You have 35 million shares. So they lose. Okay, let me do this quick. They're losing $6 million. They take in $2.3 million a quarter. Oh, geez, big money, huh? And they have $15 million on their books. Okay, so I see what they got. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. 06. Put it on a weekly. Okay. So what we did is this, folks. We put this on a weekly. Let me put it on a monthly. Well, bottom line is that, you know what, it has volume at a high. So stay right there, man. These are okay. So what you had is this, folks. This equity's trading at $1.83. It came off a low of $1.33. It has 119,000 shares traded today. 68,000 yesterday. You just gotta. I'd be as careful as I can be. If you're gonna buy this thing, I would buy it into about 146. And then every time that you see this spiking, I'd be selling it.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, the real bottom line is that they're still losing money. It takes in $2 million a quarter. I mean, what is that, right?
Right.
That's nothing. I'll answer that side of the question for you. That's nothing. That's not even close. A public company, it shouldn't even be public, taking in $2 million a quarter.
I understand. No, it makes sense.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Don't forget, tonight, folks, 6:30, 8 o'clock, you want to come to an outstanding webinar. I'm doing the Tick the Trend. We're talking about how bottoms come in the marketplace, swing points, the whole ball of wax. Right in the front page of TFNN. We're going to be right back.